Oh. Oh, you know that. You a young blood. You don't know nothing about that young blood. This is for all the young bloods out there. Ooh. Yo, listen, man. Check this out. You know what I'm saying? Alright, I'm cutting this short, yo. I'm cutting this short. That's for all them young bloods out there in the world trying to rock with all the girls. You know what I'm saying? It's your host, Mighty Mav, aka Daddy Durag, aka Slim Thugger, aka Kilimanjaro. AKA Professor X, because I handle all my business sitting down. Al, and we are back with another episode of Art School, the podcast. This is season 2, episode 4, and it's a special one because tonight on this Thursday, we normally shoot on Sundays, right, bro? Yeah, we shoot on Sundays, but today is a special night because we shoot on Thursdays on this one, what is it, October, what? I gotta look at my phone because I'm modern, October 6th, right, at 7:45, 6 p.m., Catch Up Gallery, Hang Night, the newer version, I would say, right? Next up, right? Because part of the blueprint was from Hang Night. I'm not even going to lie. So shout outs to Heath Gallery because we love you. Mama Heath, Papa Heath. What's up, y'all? Yo, so I got a wonderful artist in the building. Part of the next up, right, experience that we're doing here. I've known this artist for more than 10 years now, I would say. 2015, it seemed like 10 years, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, right? It seems, more than 10 years. We former teacher, right? Former educator, an artist who picked up the trade after retirement, right? Which has amassed amount of work of, I would say, more than 5,000 pieces I've seen in that
house.
Yeah, I've been to the house and there's more than 5,000 pieces of artwork since retirement. It's only been like 2 years since she's done it. She's young. She's a gunner. Let's give it up for Robin Grant, y'all. Let's go. Woo! Woo! You hear that? Robin was acting all like, oh my God, I want to do this. Robin was a part of my first season of Art School. When we was down at S Street Media, we was shooting this and I presented the idea of talking about art amongst artists, right? And she's always been down. So I want to thank you. I really want to thank you for being who you are, right? Being an artist and just showing your way. So tonight we're gonna talk a little bit about your artwork, right? We're gonna, talk about a little bit about what's been going on since you completed 10,000 paintings, right? Since last month. And a little bit about your daughter too, because she's now into film and things like that. I want to talk about how special that is with you. So, give us a little spiel of where you from and how things been going. You know what I mean?
Well, my name is Robin Grant, and I lived all my life in Bedford-Stuyvesant. Bed-Stuy. Yeah, actually, where I live is Ocean Hill. But everybody loves Bed-Stuy now, so.
What is Ocean Hill though? Ocean Hill is like the fake what? Ville? That's like the fake Brownsville / So she's on the corner of Brownsville and Bed-Stuy, y'all. Okay. Yeah, she don't want to. Yeah, that's exactly what you do.
Basically, when I was a little kid, we called it Brownsville, right? I mean, we called it Ocean Hill because I went to 271, which is up the hill. So all the old people. When we say that we're going to Fulton Street, we going up the hill. But coming back down to Broadway, we coming down the hill. So nobody, they don't really know that anymore.
Yeah.
But, now we'll Bed-Stuy, or in some places they call it Stuyvesant Heights. I can't get with that.
So we got the star in the house. Big up to the star. I'm an East New York boy. You know what I'm saying? But I'll never give it up. Like the star ain't holding it down and definitely doing what they do within the arts culture, and it's crazy because now I see that it's been a big thing in this style now, and you being a part of that I ain't gonna say scene, but you being part of that community. What's that mean to you right now, and how's that going for you?
Well, I mean, when I grew up, Bed-Stuy had a bad rep. It's like, you going to Bedford Stuyvesant? You going to Brooklyn? You know, everybody was scared to come. They wouldn't stay. They wouldn't come there like after 6 o'clock. Man, everybody was gone. You know, but now it's different. In a way, some of the changes are good, but in other instance, it's not so great because a lot of people had to move out and whatnot. But there are a lot of artists of color, especially black artists like actors that live in Bed-Stuy, artists, um, I mean architects, all kinds of people. You know, I usually paint outside my house. I met so many people. I met people from HBO, Netflix. I didn't even know that I was talking to somebody from HBO once, right? And my daughter said, "You know who you were talking to?" Because
She's in the film.
yeah, I talk a lot, but I met a lot of beautiful young people, and a lot of young people out here. My main thing, I like the style. I like the way they take clothes and make it their own.
You have a style of your own when it comes to your artwork, which
Yeah.
I really like because it's like when I look at it, I say that's Robbins.
Really?
Yeah, I'm keeping it a bandy. You know what I mean? And I'm look. This is university, right? University of Art School is, you know what I'm saying. We talk about the individuality, you know, within that community as well. And you know, sometimes there are a lot of artists out there that kind of swagger jack shit. So I just be pointing it out. And obviously, you're not one of them. So where did that style come from? You know, like I said, you have so much work. Where's this coming from?
Well, part of style, that was the thing that I'm still struggling with because since I started, to me, I started art late. So I'm like, I gotta do everything. I gotta do acrylics, I gotta do oil, I gotta draw and everything. So right now, you say I have a style. My struggle is to find what my style is because I do so many different things. I mean, if you look at my work, like I looked at my work last night from a year ago and 2 years ago, it looked totally different. I'm like, what am I doing? I gotta pick one thing. But right now, what I'm doing is I'm concentrating on working in my sketchbooks, and I enjoy it. Partly I'm lazy too because I don't want to pull out the paints, you know, because you gotta pull out the
Yeah, you
paints,
gotta clean the
wash 'em
brushes and all
stuff,
that and
but
all that stuff.
the the sketchbook thing has really, I mean, like I stay up till like 4 o'clock in the morning just drawing all night long. I mean, the birds are chirping when I get up and whatnot.
Well, I want to say this while we're here and everybody's in the building. You know what I'm saying? Let's give a round of applause for Robin Style right here. God damn it, because it's hers. Okay? We see over here your series is based off the trains, right?
Yeah.
I've seen that. I've seen the Ralph Ave. I've seen the Myrtle. I've seen all of them. I got exclusive rights to the crib. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you want to come down. You don't live too far from here anyway, so you could definitely always come by and come check Robin out. You want to talk about this series a little bit?
Well, well, I grew up in New York, so getting on the train ain't no deal with me. You know, like
Everybody's scared of the train
yeah,
right
they
now?
scared of the train. To me,
I don't want no doodle in my
don't
face though either though. I ain't even gonna lie.
but I think as a New Yorker, I don't know. This is not true for everybody, but it's the way your aura. I guess like when you walk down in the train station, you gotta look like you belong there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I guess that's how it is. But me, I don't think about the danger because, I mean, I lived through the 80s and 70s where people were jacking. I lived through the era where the trains were so dirty. We talk about COVID. No wonder we didn't get anything back then because the trains were filthy, dirty, and you just sitting there and all this garbage all over the place and stuff like that. But that's just the way it is, I guess. I don't know.
So you just beautifying the look of the city.
The train thing came up when people were talking about, how it came up is after COVID, I had to go to Manhattan, and this was the very first time that you could get on the train. And I felt like, as a New Yorker, you have like this built-in radar system. You don't look at the signs. You don't look at, take this and go here, go there. And when I got on the train at at Ralph Avenue, I was totally lost. It was like really dark. There was nobody around. I felt lost. I lost my New York instincts. And I don't know, somehow I got to Canal Street and I was looking around. I couldn't figure out how to get back to the inn or whatever I was supposed to do. So what I did was this was like my therapy. I started painting the trains, the stations, the people in it, and like there are people from all walks of life. So I had everybody in there. The rats too.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that in your
so
sketchbooks.
It really helped me a lot. And another thing, prior to the pandemic, I used to be able to run down those stairs.
You can't do it no more.
And like, I was totally out of shape. I'm a little bit better now, but
I'm out of shape. I tried to run up Broadway Junction stairs today, and that shit bust my ass. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I really did that today. Like, yo, it bust my ass. Like, for real. So
I thought it was because I was old or something. And then I look at like the train stations. I have a piece that I did on the Bowery, and I remember once a couple of months ago, before the mayor said that you can't sleep on the train. Well, anyway, my friend and I, he's like an artist. He's like 6'6". So I usually take the scenic route. I walk all the way here, there. We were actually supposed to take it at Essex. But he said, let's get on here at the Bowery. We went down there, and it was I was so humbled because this multi-million, zillion dollar, I guess, land, what is it? Land or whatever they got down there. They had people actually in there with mattresses and all kinds of stuff like that. He was scared.
Yeah.
I was a little bit nervous, but I was like, yo, don't act like that.
Nah, that's part of it.
Yeah, so the guy came up. He was in my way. He said, sorry, miss. I said, it's okay. It's all right. But I did a painting on that because I wanted to show, like the mayor's talking about, oh, you don't sleep there and all sorts of stuff. These people don't want to be there.
All right, so shout out to the mayor. Shout out to the mayor, right? Eric Adams. Yo, you know what time it is, man. Yo, you had a real nice summer, and I didn't. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
before we get out of here, right? Quick question.
Yeah.
If you could name a color after yourself, what would it be?
Well, my favorite color is blue.
Okay.
Okay, a lot of people think that blue is like sadness. When I see blue, I see the sky, I see water, and that sort of.
What would that blue be though? What shade of blue would that be?
I like Skipper blue because Skipper blue is sort of like the blue of the water, like, and that means travel, and you can go different places and stuff like that. I don't know.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Shout outs to everybody that's ahoying out there, you know what I'm saying? Yo, the acronyms quiet as kept, right? From my time serving in the military is... Yo, how many times I keep telling you this? Never again volunteer yourself. You know what I mean? Shout outs to y'all that are serving out there for our country and things like this. Never again volunteer yourself. You get me. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anchors away. Anchors the fuck away. Yo, so everybody that's in the building, we here at Catch Up Gallery. It's your host, like I said. We got more artists coming up. Let's give a round of applause for Robin Grant, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you. Yo, it's been lovely. Continue on with your success. Yo, don't forget, we're going to drop it down here. Or when we get the editing done and all that, and we figure all this stuff out, you can hit her up at Robin Grant and all her. Oh, you want to say it?
It's Robin Grant Art.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo! Let's give it up, y'all. Robin Grant, y'all.
Thank you.
All right. My man's coming up next. You got to.
Okay. Thank you. All right. I'm out of here.
There you are. Yeah. All right. So, next up, you know what I'm saying? I got my boy coming up, right? And I'm going to keep it a bandy, right? There's two people that I see right now, social media wise, that I'm like, yo, these guys really be at everything. Like, there's two guys that I look and I say, yo, these guys are really, really active, really continuing on with their entrepreneurship, right? An artist. What can I say? A father. I can also say community activist. What can I? Overall, good guy. You know what I'm saying? The brand is called Creative Storm. I let him introduce himself, right? But we just gonna get this big man a round of applause. The storm is in the building. It's raining. It's pouring, and the old man is snoring. Right?
Yeah. What's up, people? It's Creative Storm, hailing from Brownsville, Brooklyn. You know, as my brother said, you know, I do a lot of things. I support the community, especially the creative community. And a lot of people that come from where we come from, that this was what we was doing from a long time. This is not no new thing. We just keeping it going, and we expressing our feelings through our creativity and our art, as you can see.
Yeah, so we're going to talk a little bit more about your artwork and things like that. But first, like you said, Brownsville and these communities that we're coming from, and just providing services back to help take care of the same neighborhoods from where, you know what I mean, our stomping grounds, right?
Yeah.
I just want to say, I appreciate you for standing up for Brownsville, because Brownsville gets a lot of slack. Brownsville gets a lot of bullshit too. Like, people talk crazy about the Ville. There are reasons, right? There are reasons we talk shit about the Ville, but it is okay. But like I said, activity is more important to me, and I see you out here damn near every day at something, doing something, taking care of what's going on in the creative community. And I just want to give you those little bouquets right there on that. You know what I'm saying? The Creative Storm, the brand, right? Where's that stem from? Because I know you've been around other creators and things like that. What made you say, yo, I want to start taking this on my own and being a little serious about branding and entrepreneurship?
Yeah, basically, you know, it came from a nickname. You know, people call me Storm. So naturally, you know, I had my other names, but with that, I said it kind of coincided with what I do, because I really don't have one lane. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know what to expect from a storm. So I was like, you know what? Creative Storm is good for me, because you don't know what to expect from me. You don't know I do digital work, I do canvas work. You know, you're not gonna know what to expect from a storm. So creativity is my storm.
I get that. That's fire. I like that. I really think that's super important, especially when you can change it up but keep it the same. And I remember when you was coming out with the salty the salty images, the Mortons, and I said, oh, okay, I get it. You know what I mean? And taking that imagery and make it your own. That's really fire. I appreciate that. Right? As we continue on with the Brownsville thing, you know, can I say that your background is graffiti?
Oh, yeah, definitely comes from graffiti. You know what I mean? My art, my creativity comes from graffiti. That's something I will not deny. You know, you can see it in my work a little bit. You know, that's why I try to dabble with that a little bit. And I'm trying to move on from that and try to express my creativity, like knowing that that's just not one thing I can do. You know, trying to build it better. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, this at the university, and where we at, right? We don't say trying. We say we gonna take that out. We're taking the trying out of trying and putting the trying out of the trying, right? I feel like the principal from Lean On Me with the bat. Don't you say trying, boy. Like, I feel like that when I hear people say trying and things like that. So
that's humbly speaking, though.
Yeah. We're not trying. But we are trying, and you know, y'all know what we talking about here. God damn it. So, in Brownsville, who are you seeing growing up? You know what I mean? Or is there anybody from Brownsville that gave you that push to be like, yo, keep going on your entrepreneurship, your journeys on that?
I have a lot of mentors, man. I was a part of a community program, Junior High School 275, which is one of the worst high schools in Brownsville. Junior high schools, pardon me. And it was very tough coming up in there, but I had people that were men that involved themselves in the community, and that it stuck in my head like, yo, these are men that they have their own life, but they's like, yo, I see something in you that you could grow, you have growth. You could be a mentor yourself. And I said, you know what, I can. And I've been doing that since I was like 15.
You got any names?
Mr. Earl, that's one of my main people, Mr. Earl, Ted Gustis. I got to give them their flowers. Ted Gustis was a Hughes High School coach. He did Catholic schools. He did Canarsie. And they came back to the community and they built the community. And was reaching a lot of young men there. So I gotta give them their flowers too, man.
Yeah, shout out to all the unsung heroes within our communities that don't get that much praise, but have that influence on us to help us go and keep us moving, because that's what we got to do out here, right? Like I said, with what I'm doing with our school is just talking to those that are in the community that can help us do more things with our community, and that's talking about it, reminding those that we do come from somewhere, we do stem from these other great minds and spirits, and you know, all that good stuff. You know, my vernacular right now ain't up to par like how it want to be, but I guarantee you by episode 6 I'm back, baby. I am back. This is our school. It's your host, Mighty Math. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what we got going on for the future though? Because I feel that you about to do like a solo show or something like that.
That's in the works. It might take a little minute, but it's in the works. Right now, I'm doing a lot of digital work with Instagram and Snapchat, just doing like stickers and, you know, putting like different little things out there to see how it work, which is promotional to other brands and stuff like that. Like, they let them get that out there. Like, once I get my foot in and understand it and learn, I'm passing it on without a problem. Like, you want to learn how to put your brand on Instagram, have your stickers, have your own thing going on with that platform, you can holler at me. That's what I'm working on.
Gangsta, I remember my homies are actually on their 11th year of doing barbecues, big time barbecues, right? And I didn't know that you could put the stamp on the Snapchat filter and all that, and that people were getting paid for it. So, yo, in the words of Dolph, get paid, y'all nigga, get paid. Yo, if you go out there getting paid off of making a stamp, go ahead and do it. I'm all for it. I love it. Is every day we are hustling, right? Part of our school also is to remind those that this is part of your networks for your net worth. So if you, like you said, share the information, it is okay. If you know how to make QR codes and there's an artist out there that don't, please share the information. It's okay. Don't matter. No, but we don't care. Look at, check this out, right? It don't really matter because we all on the same wall. You feel me? It does not matter. I got this question, right? What keeps you alive, man?
My creativity. Definitely. My creativity. It makes me enjoy life better. You know?
Yeah, I think
it's a lot. You could take creativity from anything. Just looking at the AC right there. It's blowing wind, but you can't see the wind. You know what I mean? Like something, you know, it broadens your mindset. Like, it gets you to thinking. So creativity really like keeps me going.
I hear that. Right. You having a small installment piece or installation piece with the can that I'm looking at right now, and I was like, yo, I like the way that you hung that up because I wouldn't have figured that out, right? And I really appreciate you for giving me that little bit of knowledge right there, because I'm definitely gonna use it later. You ain't even know. You want to talk briefly about your work?
Basically, like, the work that I bought today is, you know, a little bit of graph mixed in with characters and backgrounds, and, you know, just like a little play on like streetwear, you know, different things like that come up to my head like randomly. It's nothing like I planned on it like, yo, let me do this, let me add this, just to pop out with colors and different designs, and, you know, just like a play on designing. Like, you might see something and be like, oh, you saw it because I put it like in there, but a lot of people don't pay attention to detail. So it's a good conversation piece when you look at it, like, oh, sure, I didn't see that. Like, so it's good to talk about art and see certain colors and certain things within the piece to talk about.
That's one of my main pillars when we, you know, as an artist, I think, right? And we'll be talking about this maybe in another episode, or maybe what I just sit down and just go on my rants, where part of your work should have the audience speaking. You should be able to just stand in front of it and have someone just for a minute just say, what the hell is this? And I want to talk about it and try to pay attention to some details, right? It is necessary and it is cool, okay? It is real cool. Yo, so as we spinning and moving and grooving and all them good things, you feel me? We're continuing on. Round of applause for my man Creative Storm tonight. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you know what I'm saying? We got more artists coming up. You feel me? We making waves. This is Our School, the podcast. This is the first time that I've actually shot live from a show, right? Where I'm figuring out, the people that are working with us are figuring it out, and we're just building to make sure that everything is going well. And when I say that to say this. Social media is crazy, okay? Social media has now broken down 6 degrees of separation to 3 degrees of separation. And I say that because when this idea came about, we did a lot of marketing, social media wise, and just word of mouth. And when you do that, you reach out to others where you it may not be, as comfortable to speak to that person, or it may what it does is it helps you embrace speaking to others that you don't know, right? I think that is part of why we have social media, is to like say in real life, hello, how are you? This is like, like you reaching out to somebody you don't know, but you say in real life, hey, how are you? So today, right, I want to say you were really active in the chat too. I felt like every time you said something, or if I said something, there was just like flowers and blooms and blossoms and everything that came behind it. So I just want to thank you. Don't we get online energy where you be like, yeah, somebody said this and right? You know what I'm talking about. Or you leave a period at the end of a sentence. You like, you dead ass, son. This is a dead ass conversation because of that period. Tonight, right? I don't want to mispronounce your name either, but you did share something with me where you said Margaret. Am I correct?
You got it.
Margaret is my father's mother name, and that's how you stuck with me. And I said Margaret it is because I'm not gonna mess up your art name and be labeled out here as one of them guys who messes names up like Steve Harvey on every damn show that he ever has to do for the rest of his life. So, right, we have tonight Margaret, aka
Scared Cicada.
Scared Cicada. Let's give it up, ladies and gentlemen. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Scared Cicada.
Got it.
That sounds like a plant that is in Arizona that is meant to be eaten right after it is boiled. And right? So
it could be like a kind of cactus.
Like a cactus, right? Like I feel cactusy right off of that. Give us a little bit about yourself and how's things been going.
It's been good.
It's been good.
It's been good. So I've lived here like 4 years. I'm from St. Louis originally. So, but I've been making art all my life. Like my parents were/are both artists. My grandparents were artists. Like
I heard you talk a bit about that. I heard you talk about that. Where that was part of your lineage, where you spoke about your parents being artists, and my mom's was an artist. My grandfather wasn't an artist, but he drew on he was a degenerate gambler. That's what the hell he was. But it's cool though, right? But he designed his own clothes in the pool hall. His name was Ace. So his jacket, he drew the Ace of Spade on his. That's how my grandma's got up with him, like low key, right?
Like, hey,
she's like, "Ooh, Ace, you got that nice little painted jacket." He was like, "Yeah, I got this nice painted jacket. I did it myself." Right, so
that's art.
Yeah, that's art. So you know what I mean. In some instances, he was an artist. So you come from the bloodline. Do you think back in the days, like way back in the days, in the kingdom days, they called your family out and it was like, "We need a scribe." that was your family. I think that was part of my family too. It was just like, call the Pattersons. Call them. I need 17 T's written in scrippity scripts. Yes.
Yeah, probably. I feel like that stuff gets passed down. I mean, but then sometimes I know people who like they're like the only person in their family who's artistic, and everybody's like, "Where'd that come from?" I was like, "It just happens, you know. Creativity's everywhere."
So Kansas City is in the house. Y'all won the chip.
Hold on, St.
Louis, Kansas City is the same
Other
thing.
side of the state.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I look at it all as red. Albert Pujols just hit 700 home runs and things like that. Mm-hmm. Do you miss the town or
the food?
The food.
See, now that's my food trip. This used to be my food trip, and now it's the other way around. St. Louis barbecue. Have you ever had St. Louis style barbecue?
Nah, I've had Kansas City barbecue though. That's why I'm so.
They're both really good.
Yeah, they're both really good. Yeah. So, we have your artwork up tonight, right? Tell us a little bit more about it and like your style, because I seen when you came, it was like bing, 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 like color wise and patterns and things like that. Tell us a little bit more about that. And are you a agent for the CIA or something, because too many
no.
patterns in artists. If you see an artist out there that got a whole bunch of patterns in their work, that means they work secretly for the government. That's how they capture us,
Well,
right?
they used to put that on ships, right? Like TV Dazzle to like make it so you couldn't see them.
Yeah, you right.
I think that stuff's interesting. So that top one, like some of the things I've been exploring are trying to go back to like I don't want to appropriate anybody else's culture, but I'm trying to explore stuff that's from like my family's background. Like on my mom's side, they're like Jewish, witchy, just like going back to like Ukraine and Russia and stuff like that. So it's like going back to those kind of like Slavic traditions, and, like seeing like what that's about. Come on around.
Come on around, man. It's all right, man. It's loud. What's up with you, brother? How you doing, man?
Welcome.
All right, blessings.
So yeah, so that top one comes from like a Slavic myth about there was this forest god, the Leshy, and the Leshy was not a nice guy, and he took a wife, and he was not very nice to her, and so like I feel like there are ways that you can kind of like get buried in somebody else, and you have to find your way back out of that. Like that's her hibernating, basically.
All right, that's deep. Tell us a little bit more about the other pieces. Listen. What do they say? What do they say? Don't yuck the yum or whatever stuff like that.
Yeah.
Listen, art in itself, to know that that's where you're coming from is the most genuine thing I think that is possible, because you don't have to like let everybody else know what's going on, and I don't really whatever, right? So keep rocking. I like that. What's up with these next pieces?
I mean, that's the thing. That one's really specific, right? That comes out of like a specific mythological tradition. But like the one below it, that's a self-portrait. There was like a monster show that I had art in a few years ago, like this time of year. I really love like sci-fi and fantasy stuff and supernatural stuff, and I think that's interesting. So the one below, okay, all right, fine. I promise you, I have no CIA ties, but the one below that is in code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, in the military, part of your job. So when you take your ASVAB, right? They say if you could take a pattern test and a certain amount of speed, that's how they figure you out to be part of operations, believe it or not. So that's how I found. That was just a joke, but that's something that they actually do. So like even when you're playing games, like the ABCD or how you move your fingers and stuff like that, like there's gamers out there that figure out coding based off of the jumps and how many jumps, and that's how they're able to show you how to beat a board in 10 seconds on YouTube. So just in case you didn't know, that's another part of our school that we're going to, expose, right? So you got your pattern. I like that. I really like colors and things like that. If you had the chance to showcase your work anywhere, anytime, any period throughout history, where would it be and why?
Okay, so we were talking about this earlier. Like, Robin was schooling us, and we were like sharing artists that we like, and like, so I really like Vasily Kandinsky. So like, sort of turn of the last century, like Ukraine, Russian art. Very inspiring. There's something about it that feels like home to me, even though I've never been there. So I feel like that time period.
What age was that? What time was that? Like,
it's like, gosh, what do they even call that? I mean, like
1300. We just gonna go with that. 1900, 1438. That's the time it came out. 1738. That was when my the painting was. If I could have my paintings at any time, it'd be wherever Fetty Wap 1728 is at. I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? So you're in New York. You're doing your art thing. Obviously, you're active. I peep you too. I'm on Instagram. My phone says I've been on my phone 10 hours and 8 minutes this week. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. I spent an average of 10 hours on my phone. This is crazy. I don't understand how I'm doing it. What do we see in the future for?
So I've been working on, like, I've been doing these shows at Brooklyn Art Cave, which is, I think, how we kind of got connected. And I've been working on a whole bunch of art that's been inspiring me, like that's blacklight art, so there's a lot of color that comes out of that, but I've been working on this series that's like kind of have a tentative title for what I want it to be. Like I want to have a show with it. It's like, now of course I forget the title. It's something basically like the idea is all the things I wanted to tell you but never did.
Oh, that sounds like an album cover for like That sound like an album. Like, yo, I like that. I like that for you. That's fire. Yo, that's yours. All right. It's the first time on Art School. We got it. That's yours. Don't steal from Margaret. If you steal from Mar, we on you. You heard? We not with it. Straight up. And I'm coming from the Lou with it. Right? Mm-hmm. Did you listen to Nelly out there?
Of course we
I know. I'm just saying. Yeah. I don't, because sometimes I don't think that Nelly is actually popular in St. Louis. I think he's popular outside of everywhere else. I don't. That's just my own little personal bias off of him and things like that.
It always blows my mind when I hear him played other places because, like, we listen to him all the time.
Oh, okay. Nah, I'm just saying. That's just me throwing shots at Nelly. I don't believe it. Yeah, I don't believe it, Nelly. Right? Yeah. I don't believe it. You said 2 per. You raised my prices on my ups, boy. I don't appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? So here at Art School, we love to give everybody their flowers, right? At a time and moment. Is this someone that pushed you into the art world, or is this some moment in time that gave you that spark? And if so, who are they? What is it? And let us give them some flowers.
I mean, I learned a lot from my mom, obviously, but like if there's like we were talking about teachers earlier, and like my elementary school teacher, Ms. Davis, there's a story that I always tell about how you know it's time to stop on an art piece. Mm-hmm. And so this was her story, which it's short, I promise.
No, that's cool.
Like, when she was a kid, she ate too many ginger snaps, and they're a little spicy, they'll get you a little bit, and so she realized, like, that's what she tells herself when she's at a certain point in an art piece and it's about to be too much, then she'll say ginger snap. So that's what I still tell myself. I'm like, all right, just stop putting more layers and colors. It's like time to stop.
Yeah, I had that moment last night actually too. I was chilling at my man Main crib. Shout out to my boy Main FTH. You already know, for the food. Yeah, so we was in some black books and we was just going, and I just realized, I'm like, yo, I'm overkilling right now. I feel like I'm overkilling. So I definitely understand what you're talking about. I just call it overkill. I go, okay, and I'll be like, yeah, that's when I'm chilling. So any shout outs? Anybody want to big up or anything like that?
All the folks at Brooklyn Art Cave.
Yo, shout out to Brooklyn Art Cave. For real. Yo, I see y'all doing your thing out there. I can't wait to work with you, Jose. You already know what time it is. I told you I was getting, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna make this happen, right? And make everything work out so artists like yourself, myself, we all can showcase our skills. You feel me? It's another episode of Art School, the podcast. We want to give it up for you real quick. Let's give it up for Margaret, y'all. How do you say your name again? How you say it?
Scared Cicada.
Scared Cicada in the house. Let's give it up, y'all. Well, I'm going to get that thing. I promise you. I'm going to get that thing that we going to make some noise or something. It's going to be like I really want that one. Or I want like a laser beam gun. I want one that go pew, pew, pew. Blood fire. I want something like that. Or I want like somebody to come out the corner and be like, toasties. Or something like that. I don't know. I'm just thinking about things as we going on. Yo, so as we continue on, you feel me? Yo, the first time I met this guy, I was at my man's barbecue. He ain't even peep me. He ain't even understand because I'm active like that. You feel me? Yo, dude sat in the corner for the whole time, smoked the whole pack of backwoods. I ain't never seen nobody smoke the whole pack, doubled up on the backwood, and stood in his books. He did not raise his head one time. He was Linus at the piano. Can I say do you want to be announced as the graph name or?
Yeah, bro. I don't. Okay.
I'm not even gonna say that. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself, but I just want to talk about this real quick, right? I said it to him earlier. I said, "Yo, man, you keep your head in the books, right?" And we understood exactly what it was on because you really be in the books. Got a style. You're really working on it. I peep it. You're elevating. You know what I'm saying? One of the young kids. I ain't gonna say that because a kid, first of all, is a baby goat. You're not a baby goat. One of the young guys out here that are doing their motherfucking thing in the streets because I peep. I'm telling you, God, I'm out here. I see it all the time, right? I'm gonna let you introduce yourself and tell the crowd who it is, and then we gonna clap for that after you. You heard?
All right, Venus 1, VN, Ajak PPK, Polo Posse Kamikaze. That's my crew, and that's me.
Yeah, let's give it up for Venus, y'all, one time. Mad cool, mad just like, yeah, all right, Vans, yeah, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? PPK, you know what I'm saying? We in the building, I got master, it's cool, it's all right, bet. All right, blessings. I like that. I like that for you. So I'm not gonna say that you from the Bronx. I'm gonna say the first time I seen your shit was in the Bronx though. I was like, yo, look, this Young Gunners. Young Gunners is up in the Bronx. I see that. I peeped that. Where you coming from? Where's home for you?
Over here.
Oh, okay.
Really, I grew up on Knickerbocker, then I lived on St. Nick for a while, and now I'm up in Queens. I'm a Queens kid now.
Oh, okay,
I grew
okay.
up over here.
Oh, okay. Smooth. I like that. I seen the development and the style and things, and it was fun. It was fun looking at another being able to catch some fresh air when it comes to what's going on in the streets, because a lot of shit out here in the streets is basura. Unfortunately, it's a lot of you guys out here that's painting and y'all doing your thing, but it's because it's a whole bunch of it. It's not like it's style. It's not like it looks clean. It looks like you didn't take no time on your triples and anything like that. And from what I see, it looks like you take your time on these things, right?
Oh, yeah, I definitely did my homework.
Yeah.
That's how I started. Was straight books for a really long time before I even hit the streets. Because that mattered most to me before even touching anything.
Yeah, shout outs to you for that, because a lot of the dudes that's painting right now, they don't care about the books. They just go straight to the streets and you know what I mean. And if you looking trash, I'll be like, come on, son, like knock it off. That shit is trash.
And I'll have people ask me too, for an outline, for a throw up or a straight letter, whatever. It's good to help your boys out.
Yeah. I think that's necessary. Help your boys out. If you see that your boy is out there, he want to paint or whatever, give him some steezy and remind him that he got to stay in the books for a little minute. It's going to help. Don't worry about it. A lot of you are not Allen Iverson. Okay? You need practice. Yep. Allen Iverson is a couple of other artists out here that sometimes we just need to practice. It is okay. Just get it good. You feel me? It's just what happens. You feel me? So, I'm seeing where you coming from. I'm seeing the technique. I know that it's clean, it's nice. Where you getting this inspiration from?
So my mom actually put me out to grab.
Oh, here we go again. Look at the mothers in the house. My mom's, your mom's, everybody mom's in here pink. Hey man, your mom's an artist too? The guy behind the camera over here in the corner, his mom's an artist too. He just told us.
Nah, but yeah, she got me Star Wars, right? By Martha Cooper. She got me Star Wars unintentionally too. We was just chilling. I think we was in Barnes and Noble. And she was like, "Oh shit, this is a cool book. Check it out." And I'm like, but I couldn't believe my eyes seeing graffiti on trains. I just couldn't picture it with my own eyes, and from there it was like a wrap.
Wow, what type of relationship is that? Where she?
I love my mom, of course.
So your mom's is into the arts?
Yeah, she supported me the whole time.
I like that. So a lot of
street bombing is different,
Yeah.
That's a whole different story.
But at least she appreciates or likes the arts, because I think a lot of times our parents, we forget about that. You know what I'm saying? Unless we're, some sort of educated, right? The educated parent, they got the paintings in the house now, and it's like, no, art exists in all factions, every medium. Anybody can relate to it. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to go by your house if you don't got no art in your crib. That's nasty. If you don't got art in your crib, I'm not going to your house. I don't want to go there. Let's get out of here, right?
Nah, yeah.
So your mom's was part of that inspiration. Any writers per se?
Nah. I'm the first of my kind. No other artists in my family.
Oh no, so you're the only artist in your family, so you're the black sheep. Congratulations. You got a whole group of us out here with you. Don't worry about it. They cool. You know what I'm saying? Pink sheep, blue sheep. We got a multicolored sheep. We got a brown sheep. You know what I'm saying? We got the swoop sheep. We got the colored sheep. Don't matter. It's still a bunch of sheep out here. So any graffiti inspiration? Any other writers that you seen that you was like, oh, I like their style, want to mess with that?
From that book mostly, people like Scene, Duster, T-Kid, Tracy 168. Really all the OGs.
Oh, the OGs. Yeah. Shout outs to Tracy 168. Yeah. He showed me mad love at a show in Harlem one time. He was mad cool. And he gave me about 18 cigarettes that I didn't even ask for. Nigga just pulled out mad cigarettes, like, yo, take the cigarettes. I was like, oh shit, all right, cool, all right, only, you know what I mean? That's crazy. But yeah, Tracy 168, mad cool. Cess was one of my faves. I like how clean he is and how many ways he could just take his style and just go other places. And I see that with your work now. So like we was talking about placing your character and more historical scenes and things like that. Like I see you doing that. Where you getting that from? Or what's the gist with that?
I guess for right now, I've been trying to transition from like that whole graffiti scene into like the art scene, and so I want to do that in a way where I'm not, overexposing myself, but at the same time making stuff that's gonna relate to people, because not everybody's gonna get the graffiti stuff.
Yeah.
Or so from what I've heard. And so making a subject matter, more relatable. Oh, trains, graffiti, and there's also graffiti on trains now. Shout out to the
Yeah. Shout out to y'all that's still getting crazy out there.
So people get it. And that's all that kind of matters to me right now.
Oh,
people understand
updated news. They painted the 3 lot. They painted the 3 lot. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know the 3 layup is good. Set of Adderall and roll. Open season. Don't hop on it, Ansel. I know what you getting ready to do. Stop fronting.
Good to know.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I'm telling you, the streets is watching. Right? That's what we do here at Art School, because I be in all the mixes. You heard? Like New York Pixes, Channel 11. Huh? So, we want to talk a little bit about yourself, right? Out here, you represent Bushwick, but you live out in Queens. That sound like a LL Cool J song, right? You getting your artists on. Your artistry is popping. Right, we're talking about your work now. Where's Venos going in the future? Where do we see Venos in 2 years?
In 2 years?
2 years.
No, I mean I'm not on fortune telling anything, but I don't know, somewhere big, hopefully.
Big, B-I-G. That's what's up. I like that. Let's give it up for that. Let's everybody give it up for that. Shit, like sometimes we don't know. God damn it, we don't be knowing. Like I was thinking, where am I gonna be tomorrow? I'll be here. I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. So shout out to Venos, right? If you had the chance to catch a tag anywhere, at any time, and throughout history, where would it be, and why?
Throughout history.
Throughout history, it don't matter. Whatever time, moment, whatever it is, it don't matter.
I'll probably hit Jerusalem while Jesus was alive, so people knew he was really there.
Oh, Jesus went
to see the feeling. I thought Jesus was here.
What if Jesus was to pop out with you too? Like he'd be like, yo.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Painting with Jesus. That sound like a Nas line. Slapbox with Jesus and all that. Yo, I feel you. You on to something, brother. I feel you. Yo, let's give it up for my boy Venos real quick. PPK in the building. Polo Pasa Kamikaze. Yo, more blessings to you. I hope you continue on with what's going on with your craft and all that. Stay cool. Yo, my man be looking like he's stoned 24/7. Yo, shout out to Zip, came in 15 hours late. You know what I'm saying? So, I think part of what we doing in Art School, come on around. Part of what we doing in Art School, right? Is we invited artists of all disciplines. We invited artists, whether if they're starting or they feel like they're finishing. Today, you came in with a skateboard. We talked about it, right? I just want to get the name right once again because I cannot be Steve Harvey out here. It's not my wave to mess your name up. I am a professional, right? Like I said, I do make mistakes, so it started with a C, it ended with a whole bunch of A's. I thought that's what I did when I was helping you out in the beginning. Would you like to pronounce your name for me, please?
It's Staccato Ideas. It's actually the scientific name for cicadas, which is also similar to scared cicadas.
Exactly. Then that's why
How
I.
we bonded, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was confused for a second because I was like Sacred Heart, Cicada, Seneca. I didn't know what to say. I'm sorry. That's why I put on 2 swipes of deodorant today under both arms because I didn't want to make this mistake for you.
That's why you smell so good right now.
Yo, listen, right? That is that Dove love. You feel me? So you came out and you did your installment with your skateboard, your deck. Let me clarify that your deck because I do skate. All right, so I'm not gonna call it skateboard. That is so noobish. Like that's not my thing. All right. So right before we even get to what you did today, tell us where you coming from. And you said it was a long day. So let's talk a little bit about your day too.
I'm actually from Queens, Richmond Hill. I actually work for affordable housing at an office, so that's my full time. That's what pays for my paint. So, that's what keeps the dream alive. Just to keep on creating.
As an artist, you're doing one job,
Yeah.
which is helping supply the other. And that's okay as artists. Don't forget this, right? It is some of us out here cannot do that. If you have to go get a job, it is okay. If it got to be a part-time job, it's okay. I feel you. Like a lot of us artists out here, we want to be in certain places and live a certain lifestyle and all that, and that's cool. But when you got bills and you got shit that you really need to take care of, please take care of it because it will help your mental health. Because I know a lot of y'all be ready to get out of here when you don't got no bread and your art isn't bringing you what you think it's supposed to be bringing
Yeah,
you
it
in.
actually brings people down because they're just like, oh, why isn't my artwork not giving me money or anything of that? Just like I try to like have a balance of focusing on art and work. It's not an easy thing. You have to have you have to have a mindset of just keep going.
Yeah, it's a
Like
fine
a
line.
soldier, and you were from the military.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's part of why I don't stop. And the other thing is because I really don't want to do anything else. That's why I'm a full-time artist. I have put in the hours, I'll put in the time, and I said to myself, I got the skills to pay the bills, so that's what I'm gonna do. You feel me? So Richmond Hill, Queens, right? You doing your artwork now. You're working for affordable housing. Shout outs to you for that because I don't even know what that is nowadays. I heard affordable housing was like 80 racks, and I'm like, damn. But regardless of that, where's this inspo coming from for your art? You know what I'm saying? Is it coming from work?
It's coming from life. Like I just been painting, drawing since I was a kid. It's just something that I picked up naturally. And throughout high school, people would recognize like, oh wow, you're one of the best painters here.
Did you make a lot of friends, or was that your primary way of making friends? Was through your art?
Not really. I was very more like a very solitude person. Like I kept to myself. I mean, I made friends here and there.
Yeah, that was probably my primary way of making friends. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie because I didn't dress that well. I was a goofy. I think I didn't have the looks. I grew into those. You feel me? I grew into my looks. Grew into my hair too. It's horrible. So regardless of that, the way I gained my friends was drawing like their name and then doing like the character on the end. You know what I'm saying? Or in the middle. So they'd be like, "Yo, draw Tony Tone," and I do Tony Tone with like Spider-Man in the middle or something or something like that.
Customized.
Yeah, customized stuff like that. That's how I gain my friends. But it is what it is. That's what we do as artists, right? So tell us a little bit more about your style because I see right here this as it reminds me, not to say that you're like him, but it reminds me of my boy Flash. He has like this style like that too, and I don't want to say it's like Ed Hardy-ish, but I don't know. It gives me rock star, like it gives me rock star vibes when I see it. I could be wrong, but please tell me a little bit more about
I
it.
feel as if my art style is very inconsistent sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very influenced by like Ralph Bakshi work. He was an artist from like the 80s.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
I love his work. I'm also like macabre horror anime like art style, like the guy who did Berserk, Kinto Minora.
Yeah. I felt that a little bit because the first song you played was the Gorillas. You played, what was it, Dear by the Gorillas, and I
Yeah.
said, okay, we just finished playing Solange and Larry June and all these other, and just went straight to the Gorillas. And then I forgot that I just downloaded a whole bunch of Gorilla songs myself, and I was like, man, I remember this time because I love the art that came with it, the packaging that came with the Gorillas layout.
Yeah.
Like I loved all of that during that time. So I was like, oh man, I forgot. And I didn't have no Gorillas in my stash till like yesterday evening. So I appreciate you for giving me a little bit of and you know what I'm saying? And reminded me that I made a nice choice last night. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. So you're saying that that's where your work is coming from, right? All right, cool. I like that. Name three words that would describe your artwork.
Macabre. But that's how I pronounce it. I honestly don't know.
I honestly don't. All right, we're going to put those
That's
together. I honestly don't.
That's four right there.
Yeah, no, we're going to put I honestly as one word because I honestly is like a New York thing. Like, I honestly, you said that one time. You know what I mean? So we're going to give you that. I honestly don't know. I appreciate that. It's still growing, though,
Yeah,
right?
for sure. It's always I'm never a complete artist. You know, you're always gonna learn to continue how to build yourself.
What's one thing that you would tell another artist if they, you know what I mean, was looking for some inspo?
Every piece you do is not supposed to be a masterpiece. It can be a scrap of work, and that doesn't have to be perfect all the time. You know.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I think everything that I do is a masterpiece, and that's why I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like everything I do has to be like ultimate, like auto. I don't know. I'm just, you know what I mean? Maybe it's that Kanye pill I swallowed a couple of days ago. Pause.
You
Yeah.
remind me of Salvador Dali.
Who, me?
Yeah, because like he would pay his food by just drawing on a receipt.
Yeah. Like I don't know. I just can't help it. I heard a lot of ahs in the back, and we're gonna get to that too. I see that. I know, right? But we're not here to talk about Yeezy and his slippers. We're here to talk about the artists and their artwork tonight. So that's what we're doing here at Catch Up Gallery, right? We have a whole bunch of artists that are coming through, just sitting down with me, chopping it up. We're gonna give everybody's names gonna be in the descriptions. You know how they do when they do the video and you see you pointing down and then just go bloop, right? We're gonna do all of that. Don't worry about it. I'm grateful that this is the season 2, right?
Season 2.
Yeah, this is my second season.
Wow.
I actually started in 2019 before this whole thing got crazy, and then the world shut down, and I lost the opportunity to work within a studio. So then I figured out that we could do the mobile unit things, and you don't really need all of the SoundCloud and all.
On the road, basically.
Yeah, so now the show is on the road and our school is here. Yo, don't forget, check out my boy James Bourne too. If you looking to fix your credit, right? The description is gonna be in the link and everything like that. We do it. We'll help you out. Right now, if you go on Instagram and stuff, by the time this is up, it probably won't be there. But you know what I'm saying? There are some instances where we'll help you out. That's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna help you out with that. You know what I mean? Cause for real, brothers out there, financial literacy is a big thing, and we really need y'all to understand that, right? For real. You heard? Yeah. So, any last words for anybody out there that you want to big up? You want to say something about your work real quick? Now's the time.
Have a good day.
Oh, that's it. So how we pronounce your name again?
Staccato Ideas.
Staccato
Ideas.
Staccato Adios. No. Not adios, like adios. Staccato Ideas. Oh, ideas. I got it. Listen, I'm on deck. I'm a little parched too. The side of my mouth is a little cracked, so that's how I messed up the word. You feel me? But we here. We want to thank you. Let's give it up for our ladies and gentlemen. We continuing on. Next up, you know what I'm saying? Actually, was yes, yeah. It's
all right. So it's my time to leave.
I'm sorry.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh no, thank you. I appreciate you. Blessings. You heard? So, actually, she was here early with us, pulling the gates up. I like that. Cause if you on time, you're late. Oh, thank you, man. If you're on time, you're late. And if right, like for real, you know what I'm saying? And I was thinking, I was like, oh, check the sister out, right? Because you don't understand how I just love when people are on time. Like, I just love it, right? So that's part of my
I
thing.
actually got here at 3:00.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, yo, look, check that out, right?
Yeah. I saw the message in the chat. It said it was 4, and then I got here at 3.
Yeah, we was having some difficulties today, but it's all good because it's here. It's lasted. It's going. It's making moves, right? You came in, and now that so you see these pieces right here, right? You see these pieces. It is time. It is time to talk about the artists behind us right now. Look at this, right? And when we were hanging it up, I just want to say thank you again for letting me, you know what I mean, just, I don't even want to say it like it sound crazy, but I was touching the pieces and I was just like, oh, I love the feel of this. And not only was it the texture, it was the energy that came behind it. I have this thing, trust me, I feel pieces when I touch them. Like, Robbie even said it earlier, like, how did you do that with this piece? I don't know how, but it's like I have magnets in my hand with art. So when I'm feeling it, I'm like, oh, you know, so thank you, real, right?
Thank you.
So please introduce yourself, let the world know who you are, and then we're going to give you a big ass round of applause like always.
All right. Well, my name is Zara Simone. I am new to New York visual artist. I've been here about a month. Actually, I am an art student right now, so yes.
Okay, so let's give it up for y'all. God damn it, come on. A month art student and you out here since 3:00. I'm telling you, those who are watching, those who are witnessing this, right? This is what it is. Because as an artist, you're going to go through these things, right? You're going to be out here early. You're going to be waiting. You're going to be anticipating for the ultimate goal, which is this right here. That's what it's about. Once your work is on the wall, it does not matter. Your work is on the wall. So we want to congratulate you on that today because you just doing that, but being out here for a month, new to New York. Tell me, where you from again?
So I'm actually from Arizona. I've over the last couple years, I think since COVID, moved around a bit. I was born in California, lived in Arizona, moved to Baltimore, moved to St. Croix, and now I'm here.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So you're a traveler. I like that. That's cool. That's why when you threw on the music, you went straight to the Oakland boogie funk. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel you. I knew something was West Coastish about you. You know what I mean? And you smile too much. This is you live in New York City. After 3 months, your ass is gonna stop that smiling. I said she is not from out here. She is smiling way too damn much. Nah, you gonna change that in a minute. Don't worry about it. Everybody in here laughing too because they know I'm dead ass. Everybody goes in New York smiling and gippity flippity tippity until the beat is on, right? So Arizona, and now you're in art school. What school?
I'm at Hunter.
Oh, okay. And you're taking up a master's. You going into your program for fine arts?
Studio arts, yes.
Okay, and
the end goal, I really enjoy working with kids. I, of course, want to sell art professionally, but I also want to be an art teacher. Over the last year in St. Croix, actually, I was working with kids in school district and as a camp counselor, and I really love it.
Okay, I feel you. I like that for you. Working with these kids to help them out. Nah, that's really important because I do that as well, and it's just something. I just see an absence in the creative process of what these kids can do and where they can go. So helping them with their portfolios and things like that. Shout out to my man, actually catch up, my man EK. He does a lot of portfolio work. I do a lot of portfolio work with these children, right? To help them just know that they got it. It's okay. And they don't need the big bag and stuff like that to be able to get to places that they want to. As long as hard work and determination is put into that, they'll get to where they're going. And shout outs to you with your student bag over there too. I seen it in the corner, and it's crazy because I just drew that same student bag on a piece that I'm doing. So I was thinking about the student, right, and what you're learning. What are some of the things that you're getting from New York City right at this point?
Oh man. Well, in school, I mean, I've been painting for about 3 years, so I've only been painting, but now I'm learning a lot more about sculpture. So it's been interesting, like working with like different materials, because I paint, but I'm also trying to do like mixed media, sticking things on there, finding random things. I don't know, like broken mirror, broken glass, sticking it on something. Yeah.
Who's as a student? Who are some of the people that you've been watching?
Ooh, like in New York?
Nah, just in general, just period. Like, who's some of the artists, or have you bumped into any artists that's giving you some type of inspo to keep going or doing different things?
Well, actually, my aunt is an artist.
Oh, shout out to Auntie.
She's actually born on the same day as me, and we're both artists, so that's interesting. I'm trying to study like past artists, like this piece right here. It's called Freeform. It was actually, I'm trying to get his name, say it right, Jean-Michel Basquiat.
Oh.
Last year I made this, and I didn't know who he was, unfortunately. But I saw a picture on Pinterest, and I was like, oh, this looks cool. And then I looked him up. I was like, oh, snap, he's actually
The man in these streets.
yeah.
Wow, you don't know who G. Michelle is? I guess that's a first.
Well, that's
And look,
Arizona.
nah, because I'm gonna keep it a bandy too, and I'm glad that you said that, right? I never really paid attention to G. Michelle's work either. I paid attention to his value, the assets, the money that they talked about he got. Like, I really never paid attention to that. I started paying attention to how much work he put in, and I was like, God damn, he was. I guess this is why he got this amount of money, because he was putting in work on top of work on top of work on top of work on top of work. So it's okay if you don't know who JMB is. It's all right. Research the guy, right? I seen a post recently too. The Culture LP had mentioned that he is one of the only highest selling African Americans in the contemporary art world. So to all those artists out there, don't worry about it. We're going to fill up the rest of those percentages out there. You could check us out on whatever platforms that we may have, but we're going to change that narrative out here and start selling some more work. You feel me? And encouraging others to purchase more artwork, right? Because we're not coming in your house if you ain't got no art in it. That shit is nasty, right? So, Arizona, you're out here. You're at Hunter College right now. Where's the sweatshirt? Where's the Hunter College sweatshirt?
Oh man,
I don't see it. I don't believe it.
I got the colors though. I got the purple.
I definitely.
I got purple.
I'm messing with you. Every time I see or I hear about college, it's just like, where's your sweatshirt? I need to see the sweatshirt, right? So you're taking up studio art. You said
Yes.
Studio art, Hunter College, right? You've been in New York for a month. Have you found your favorite pizza spot yet? Okay.
I actually have a gluten allergy, so so I haven't been indulging in all of the great New York pizza. Domino's sometimes with the gluten-free small ones. I've been very sad about that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Is this your first showing of some sort in New York?
In New York, yes. In St. Croix, actually, I had a New Bloods gallery. It was like all of the newer ones at the Caribbean Museum for the Arts. I had actually this piece, That Girl Blue, and another one that I have, Greenhead, that was up there for about a month and a half.
What age of children would you like to teach as far as the arts are concerned? Because I'm not teaching high schoolers. You can forget about it. I would never do that again. I did that for like 3 months. That shit was crazy.
High school, I haven't gotten to that. This last year, I've worked with about 6 to 13-year-olds. In the school district, they were special education kids over the summer. summer camp counseling. So that was about 6 to 13. I was aftercare. Really like that age group.
Yeah.
They're definitely like 6 to 8, and then
Yeah. What is it? Is it 8 to 13? No, it's 6 to 8. It's 6 to 8, and then it's like something to 13. What is it? 9 to
like
13?
9 to 13. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I remember. Shout outs to Zip in the background, Fresh Air Fund. You know what I'm saying? We were art counselors out there, and yeah, I think that we dealt with that. Yeah, something to 12. That was a cool group. You know what I mean? But then after like the last week, they started. That's when you realized they was going into the
Yeah, they're
teens.
getting old. Start catching
Yeah, start catching attitude and shit. I was like, yo, you know what? I'm glad you out. I'm out of here. My summer's over. It's over for this shit. All right, so what do we see in the future for the work and you as an educator and things like that? Please say something like you're going to have a dope class or whatever so I can send my kids to.
Oh, for sure. I'd absolutely love to do something like that. As art is concerned, I'm trying to do different mediums when I'm trying to do bigger. So actually at the end of the month, I'm going to be here for the Women Empowerment show on a big like 48 by 36 by 48 piece. So that's like starting, but I want to do more sculpture, something gigantic. For kids, I guess I do want to be in schools. It's a great environment working in a school community wise. Yeah.
Nah, that's fire. I mean, you doing what you do. If that's what you want to do, I'm all supportive for it. I think we all will appreciate you for coming out tonight. I would say that. I appreciate you for being on time. Like I said, I love being on time. I have this thing, I just be like, oh my goodness, like if you on time, you late. And I'll be telling my own son that. I'll be like, yo, listen, boy, stop playing. You know what type of activity I'll be on because it's important. So, my last question before we go. If you had the opportunity to paint with someone, past, present, or the future, who would it be and why?
Ooh.
Anyone, anybody that you could think of, wherever, it don't matter what it is.
I'm gonna have to say Picasso.
Picasso?
I really like his style. I've been at my school. They leave a bunch of books out that's just free, and I've been just taking a whole bunch of them. And a lot of them are about cubism,
Yeah.
surrealism, stuff like that. When I'm looking, like, I be looking through maybe Pinterest or whatever that can come to my mind just to get the, I guess, creative juices flowing or whatever. And I do find that his style is very much like the freedom that's like structured in a portrait, I guess.
Yeah.
That I really like. So that would be interesting.
Shout outs to Pablo, right? Shout outs to Pablo being 5'4". Matter of fact, I think Pablo is really 5'2". Shout outs to Pablo Picasso for being 5'2" and having all the chicks in the world and all that other stuff. It don't matter, bro. It does not matter. If you popping, you popping. That's all I'm gonna say. Yo, I think I seen Pablo Picasso on the J train like 3 weeks ago. I swear to God. I sat down, I was talking to my boy, and I'm just like, yo, I think I'm sitting in front of Picasso right now. He was like, nah, man, that's not Picasso. He dead. I was like, he dead? I was like, are you sure, man? I don't think he dead. I think he right in front of me. He's the same size and everything. Like, could you imagine Pablo walking in here right now, 5'2", and telling us to take all our artwork off the wall? We ain't worth it, and all this other stuff. I heard he was an asshole. I heard Pablo Picasso was an asshole, and that's part of what I do here too at art school. I talk a lot of little shit when I have to about you great short man. I miss you, Pablo Picasso. I'm gonna get a shirt. We gonna get some Pablo Picasso shirts made up. How we miss him. The R.I.P. the homie, the big little homie. That's what I would say. R.I.P. the big little homie. So, any shout outs? Where can we catch you and all that stuff? We're gonna put all the stuff in the thing. Don't worry about it.
Shout out to the Culture Candy. I probably wouldn't know about this gallery if it wasn't for them. And shout out to Brooklyn Art Cave.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Said where you can catch me. In Bushwick area. Yeah, I'm usually there. I'm trying to go to Brooklyn Art Cave or hear events.
I hear that. So we'll be dropping her information in the link below and all this other stuff. I'm quite sure that I've talked to pretty much everybody except for Zip, and the Culture LP's very own Crystal. So what we gonna do, I'm gonna get Zip to come up here real quick, talk a little bit about her stuff, and then we gonna round this out with our very own Cultures LP, Crystal, and all that good stuff. So y'all, I appreciate you for coming out tonight. Yo, you could check her out. You see the artwork is on the wall. Fire. Continue on. More blessings to you. You know what I'm saying? Let's give it up, y'all, real quick. You feel me? Zip decided, right, that she wanted to throw on the I'm so excited today, so she just can't hide it. I like you and like you. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at, yo.
Hand curated, all that texture you like.
Oh my God, check this out. So, right, tonight, right, part of what we do here at Next Up and Catch Up Gallery, excuse me for saying we share these opportunities with our family members, our friends, our co-workers, our whoever that is associated or would like to be a part of the art world or the art community. We are thankful for that. This is your second time around. I'm always going to keep you on deck. I want to give a shout out to everybody that's attended tonight, everybody that's come on out. Tonight, we also have another wonderful artist, community activist, Supergirl, Superwoman, excuse me, I don't want to say Supergirl because then they'll be like, yo, and then that's when everybody come after me, right? Superwoman, right? Overall, good heart. My heart. Let's give it up for Zippy, y'all. All right, shout out to them bell bottoms too. I see them. You're flossing tonight. You're flossing. I see it. Big up yourself. Yo, so real quick, right? You was here last week. You had the flower piece. The Badu-ism is popping. Tell the people who you are, where you coming from, and what you got going on, Zip.
All right, my name is Zippy. I'm from East New York. I'm an artist, and I got everything going on. I make art. I create in general, but I like to work on acrylic on canvas, etc. I'm big on textures, big on bodies, big on hip-hop. You feel me? We've been painting out here for, what, 15-something years now?
Yeah, 15.
12, 15, something around that.
Yeah.
But again, I get busy. Book me. I do a lot of paintings, art battles. Let's go with it.
Yeah, I like that. I was thinking about it and I was saying, yeah, this you do damn near everything.
I do.
Yeah, that's what's up. I really do appreciate that. Realism, surrealism, furalism, aerialism, whatever is the case.
You ain't even heard
yeah,
of
isms you ain't even heard of yet. Zippy does it. I just can't talk as much as I would want to within this span about how much you've done and what it is just what it means to everybody around us. And you know what I'm talking about. And to the people out there that's watching, you can always follow Zippy on Instagram too. She shows her work. I be telling her, you know what I mean?
I need to show more. You right.
Nah, I'll be saying, fuck it, just go all out. It don't make no sense. Just go all out. Just do what you do. Keep doing it. I'm at another place in my mind right now where I'm dealing with the artwork, right? So, real quick, your 3 favorite colors?
Black, and dark black.
black on black. I feel you.
That's it. Go ahead.
Nah. Go ahead.
I say that because black is my favorite shade, but we know if we artists, we know black is not a color; it's a shade. Okay. Black is my favorite shade, but I can rock with every color. I like the color black. My colors change through my mood. Really, whatever I'm feeling like is a different color that'll come out, and I notice that when I paint too. Like the colors I channel is based on how I'm feeling. You know what's going on. Sometimes it's what I have available. But it's going to be giving me.
You brought some Chronic with you?
I wish. That's why I'm out of order. You feel me?
Alright,
I was rushing. I ain't bring no.
Alright, well, it's just, you know what I mean? This is real. This is live. This ain't no, you know what I'm saying? This shit was on my mind and things like that. 3 words to describe your art.
Original, mine, and interesting.
I like that.
You're gonna feel something when you look at it, you touch it, something. You feel
Yeah,
me?
I
That's
like
my
that.
goal.
I like that. I like that for you. And excuse me for saying again. If you weren't an artist, what would you be doing?
If I wasn't an artist, what would I be doing? I don't know. I'm not sure. I teach a lot, but I teach art, so it's like I think that doesn't count. I don't know. I really don't know what I'll be doing. I'll probably be a peon. Probably just be out here grinding, working till I'm like 83, some shit.
Yeah, I keep saying that when I'm asked that question. I think I'll be one of those sexy saxophone players on the corner.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be like this. That'll be me. I need your money, please. That'll probably be me. Nobody was laughing at that joke. It's all good though. It's all right. I appreciate y'all. Again, like I said, Zip is always around. If you see her, you see me. If you see me, you see her. You already know what time it is. I didn't want to bring you up here and have you in and out like a robbery, but we do want to get Crystal up here to round out this evening on this pod. Yeah, I called you. I see you with your neck. She like, what? Yes. Come on, no, put your hoodie.
Come on, girl.
Yeah, nah, that's cool. That's cool. Zip, I love you. We already know what it is. We want to get someone that is solely involved in this evening. Yes, come on, put the hoodie on and all that shit, right? Our very own Culture LP, right? That's what we saying, right? Yes, right? And then, what you thought we wasn't gonna talk to you tonight?
Yeah, no.
Nah, damn. Nah, we ain't doing none of that.
God.
Nah, we ain't doing none of that. So real quick before we end this show out, we just want to say thank you. We appreciate you for making this happen, right? About what you're doing. You got 3 minutes.
What about what I'm doing?
Yeah, everything that you're doing. You got to tell them what you're doing, what everything's going on and all that. Come on, girl.
Oh yes, Culture Candy. We have a bunch of shows popping up. We have Power popping up from October 27th to October 29th. Then next we have Risque. We're still deciding the date on that. And then we have a charity event for children coming up in December. So if you can, follow the Culture Candy on Instagram. Y'all know how to spell the Culture Candy stuff, So yeah, follow us for more. Also, another exciting thing is that we got chosen for Miami Art Week. So yes. We're doing things. We're trying to get out there. So if you know any artists, obviously you guys are already artists. If you want to apply for future events, please do so. I encourage it. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I like that. You see what I'm saying? That's what we're talking about. This whole time I've been saying the Culture LP. I haven't been saying the Culture Candy. Excuse me on that.
Fine.
I feel like I've been talking about people's albums that's getting ready to drop, right? All day. We had some wonderful album names. We've had some wonderful artists. We've had the opportunity to do this today, right? Even on our time, it doesn't matter. Yes. This is Art School, the podcast. Yo, shout out to my man James Bourne, you know what I'm saying, LLC, for making, giving, you already know what time it is, cuz, right? We making this, we making this happen, right? We are thankful. Real quick, where they can find you one more time and your last words, and then we're going to get out of here and we just going to say bless. Bless up.
I heard that. So again, it is at the Culture Candy. If you want to follow me personally, it's @_CBissy. And my last words is for the culture.
Thank you. Woo! All right, so my boy was in the back and he was telling me to do all of this, so I'm going to look, what you said? Oh, my outro song, cuz. Damn, I forgot. What's my outro song? Normally when I be talking, I forgot. Yeah, my fault. I really be going through some stuff, and I was watching. Well, I have a segment with my homie. We talk about like the fuckboy songs of the week, like when we talk about stuff. And then I seen his Rolling Loud performance. So I just wanna give a shout out to my man Shawnee Bin Laden for having a ratchet ass show at the Rolling Loud, and I appreciate you because all of y'all look ugly, and I love it. I love it when y'all look ugly on stage. I love it. Thank you so much. This is our School, the podcast. Your boy Mighty Mav, aka Professor X. We call it all I handle. All my business said down. Peace, y'all.
They wanna see us well. They wanna see us well. 2 times free my boy. Yeah.
All right. I thank y'all. Know what I'm saying?
And thank
That's
you for
my-
everyone's patience as we kind of had a delay in opening. I know especially my girl over there that's been here since 3 o'clock. My bad.
I'm sorry.
I'm super sorry about that.
We are really sorry about that.
Right.
You can't get that time back, and we won't give it back to you either. You know what I'm saying? It's all right though.
No
you know what I'm saying?
refunds? Oh my gosh.
What we're gonna continue to do, right? We're gonna continue to work within the chat on